What's going on, guys? Steve here with Scotch and Things. Hey, got a pretty cool unboxing today. Excuse me. Got a package from one of my favorite places in the world, DLT Trading. Super fast shipping. This is a new one for me. This is a new brand. I've been interested in a while and looked at a bunch of different models and finally, kind of narrowed in on the one I first wanted to try. And I don't want to ruin it real quick, but you'll probably know pretty quick. So like with any knife I buy, if I don't know much, when I'm first, like with any of you guys, you watch videos, you do research, you look on Facebook groups, and I did that because honestly there was not a whole lot of videos on this knife, surprisingly, on the internet. Always cool. DLT always gets you a sticker. Gotta love stickers, guys. I mean, we'll just pan up real quick. That's just a small part of my sticker collection. I've got a fridge in the garage, my safe. So like I said, I've been wanting to get one of his knives for a while, trying to find out what one, and then guys, I like my big knives, so and we talk about packaging. I always talk about packaging a lot. I mean, when you're spending any kind of money on a knife, I just gave it away. The Hoback Knives Husky. I mean, this packaging is super nice. That is really amazing. Open her up, you get your little card that talks about the company and the work quality. There's the Husky, there's the details on it. Nitro V blade. This is my first time having a knife with Nitro V steel. He has signed it. Is it really signed, or is it just printed on there? It looks like it's really signed. You get tools, because you can take this knife apart yourself and not get in trouble. And this packaging is, this knife has been, have you ever had one of those knives, like once you order it, you can just feel it in your hand before you get it? That's what this knife has been for me. Oh my God, this thing is freaking giant. This thing is an absolute monster, guys. I like big knives. So, like I was saying, you're doing research. There's not a lot of videos really on this knife on the internet. Jake has two of them out. One where he talks about designing it and why they built it, and another for teardown and how to clean it. There's a couple in foreign language, and then just really not really anything that I found super informative. So I went to the Facebook groups for help, because the original version came in an all tie, and I've never had a micarta knife before. I like the texture. So on the Facebook groups, I just kind of posted a question about the tie versus micarta, because I couldn't find a tie handled version anywhere. Oh guys, this knife is a tank. I want to give credit where credit's due real quick though. So I couldn't find a tie version anywhere. I knew DLT had this one, and I really couldn't find many more out there. But I wanted to know if I got the micarta version, if I'd be like missing out on the full experience, since it was designed originally all tie. Would I be missing the weight? Would I be missing the full experience? God, guys, even though this is a tank of a knife, look at, you can just grip. Sorry. So I posted that question up on there, and a guy by the name of Mike Radford responded, and then sent me a message and gave me his phone number. Just so happens Mike works for Hoback Knives, and was willing. He was like, what's your concern about micarta versus titanium? And I told him I never had one. I'd never had anything with micarta. I think for a brief time I had a a Chavez with just a tiny little micarta insert, but nothing that you could notice. And would I be missing out? And he explained to me, like, no, it's a great material. And I just appreciate him, kind of helping me out, and said if I wanted a full tie, he could try and find a dealer, that had one for me. I said, no, I know DLT's got one, and I was planning on getting that one if I couldn't find a tie somewhere. So I told him, also in the conversation, I was like, wait a minute, I just your last name's Radford. By chance, is the Radford named after you? And he was like, yeah, it is. Super cool. We talked about Blade Show and some other stuff, and that was just a cool experience to have someone that works for the manufacturer, comment, join in, give me his phone number to give him a call and answer any questions. And it's cool, he's got a knife named after him. So I will definitely guys be getting a Radford here someday. They're releasing some new ones, the Starry Night micarta scheme, or it's micarta or G10, I don't know what it is. Looks really cool, so I'm gonna have to pick one of those up someday. Look at this guy. So I just want to say thanks to him, and I just think it's really cool when you can actually have contact with people that work or the manufacturer themselves. Oh, sorry, I took a drink of coffee. To help you out, like I said, my local knife dealer doesn't carry Hoback, so this is a knife I have never had chances to get hands on. And originally I was looking at maybe the A15. It's a little bit slimmer, but I thought, man, no way. Once I saw the Husky, I just had to have it, because it makes 0 sense. Even Jake says that in his talking about the making of it. This knife doesn't make sense. Look how thick it is. Oh, it's gonna break in. Super nice. It's easy to flip. I mean, such a big blade. Out of Idaho, which I didn't know. I mean, Idaho must be like the knife making mecca here in the U.S. You got Hoback, you got Chris Reeve, and you got Koenig. Boy, yeah. So this is made out of Nitro V. It's like AEBL, if I'm right, a little bit. So I'm gonna have to. Gonna have to work on that finger flick. I was interested in this because this kind of has the ergos of a hinderer. God, it just feels really nice. And being so thick, you can just really get a good grip on this thing. There is no markings on the blade. It's got Hoback there, the PS23 for Psalm 23. Some guys get bent out of shape about that. I don't care. It's his knife. He makes it. Nice pocket clip. Seems like it's got super nice retention. Lanyard loop that I won't honestly use. I'm not a lanyard guy. I could actually do without the lanyard loop. One thing I noticed is, see the screws there? The body screws come through and they go right into the titanium. I wish they were a male-female screw, and that's just me. I'm just always worried when a knife comes like this, that during disassembly and reassembly, that I might screw it up and, get a screw in wrong and strip it out, and then screw up your scale. Giant pivot on there, but like I said, he sends everything to take it down with. I don't know if you see this right here. He's got something called the Hoback, if I get this right, the Hoback rolling detent system. I'll have to play with that a little. So I'm guessing it just adjusts your detent. I'm not really sure on that. Like I said, I'm fairly new into Hoback. I've looked at them for a long time. There we go. I got the finger flick out. I've looked at them, and like I said, I like the design. I think the Radford would be an awesome EDC. The slim line, he has a lot of great knives, but I mean the Husky, this is just absurd, guys. I mean, just look how thick it is. I mean, But, you know, I like big knives, but this is a really big knife. This thing is just freaking massive. And I'm excited to see how, like, the micarta takes on, you know, changes colors with your oils of your skin after a while. So this is just the first look and unboxing, but I mean, like, tolerances seem fantastic, guys. This knife, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. Ugh. You almost got to get it. You got to watch where you place your finger. You get it back too far, you're not going to get that momentum. It almost feels like you got to get it, yeah, you get it out a little bit. And I saw one guy, I mean, it's going to take some time to get it broken in a little bit, but I mean, this thing was just a flicking, free-falling machine. But like I said, not too many videos on this model online. Lots of information. I found that, you know, like I said, the Facebook group more informational there. One, because you got people like Mike Radford there that's very active in the group to answer any questions. But pocket clip, like I said, it's got his little axe symbol there. I mean, everything is top notch from the packaging down to the knife. This knife, like I said, it's my first time ever handling any Hoback knife, and I don't know, so far really dig it. It's got a tiny choil. I mean, you can't really get your finger in there. You got to kind of be careful, but the way it's made, you can really kind of get your finger and wrap it around there. And like I said, I love it when you can do that with a big knife, because it makes it a small knife, if that makes sense. But oh, feels great in the hand, guys. So there you go. That was just my unboxing and first look. Stay tuned. Once it's ready, it'll go into my lineup for a month carry. I've been carrying a really big knife right now anyway, the 187, so maybe after the 187 I'll carry this, just to see how it does. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down below and like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye, guys.